Hey guys, and welcome back for another tutorial. Today we're going to be making a super cute ornament gift card holder. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you can grab this pattern in my Etsy shop and support the content that I share. So go grab the pattern, cut out the pieces, and let's start sewing. Okay, so I'm using cotton fabric for this project, and I put medium weight interfacing on the back. All this will be explained to you in the pattern. And then I have one 8-inch piece of grosgrain ribbon that I'm going to use to hang up my ornament. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the pocket piece in half lengthways, and we're just going to clip the top. Now we're just going to sew that with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. The whole project has a 1/4 inch seam allowance, so if you maintain that, you will make a perfect, beautiful ornament holder. Then we're going to take this over to our pressing station, and we're going to flip it right sides out, lay it flat on your pressing mat, and then we're just going to give it a really good press and steam. This is pretty much all you're going to need to do to prepare your pocket. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and place that to the side, and we can start working on the base of our ornament. So we have the main piece, and then we have a little tab piece. That's the top of our ornaments. We're going to place that with the right sides down on top of our ornament piece, and do that for both of them. And we're just going to put a little clip or pin right there, and then we're going to sew that on with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So you're going to go ahead and repeat that with the second ornament piece. And then we're going to take it back over to our pressing station, and we're going to press those out. I like to actually press open my seams just to reduce the bulk when we go to put this all together. So you're just going to use your fingers to open up the seam and then press that down, and it's going to make it a lot nicer. You don't have to do it. You can, of course, stagger your seams if you're a quilter and that's your preferred method, but do whatever you want. So once we have pressed that nice and flat, we can go ahead and put our pocket on one of the ornament bases. So place this on top. There should be no base ornament showing from behind. So if you need to bring it down a little bit to make sure that it sits nicely. And then we're going to go ahead and take our ribbon, fold that in half, and I like to always singe the edges of the ribbon just to make sure that if it ever were to be tugged too hard, it wouldn't fray and rip out of the seams. So then you're just going to take your ribbon and you're going to place it at the top of your ornament centered with about a 1/4 inch hanging off, and then place the second ornament piece on top with the right sides together. Then I'm just going to clip all the way around, and then I'm going to take a marker, and right near the top underneath that tab, we're just going to mark about a 1-inch gap, and that's what we're going to be used to turn our ornament right sides out. So now we're going to take it to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam. So starting at the first marking, back stitch, and then sew. If you want to maintain a really good 1/4 inch seam, make sure that your needle is a 1/4 inch away from the side of your presser foot, and then just keep your fabric lined up with the edge of your presser foot, and you're going to have a really good 1/4 inch seam. So just take your time, go slow, there's no rush. Sometimes if you're a beginner sewist, it's a little bit tricky going around the curved edges, and when you get to the bottom of your little ornament, you're just going to want to go all the way down and kind of make a V shape. So we're going almost to the edge, we're going to stop, lift our presser foot, keep the needle down, and then move the fabric so that we can go back up the other side of our ornament. And then once we get to the second marking, we're just going to go ahead and backstitch. You want to make sure you backstitch at the beginning and end, because there's going to be a lot of pressure on these stitches, because we are going to have to try to squeeze all of that fabric through that little hole. And I know it's little, but don't worry, it's very doable. So after that, then we're just going to get some really sharp scissors, and we're going to snip all of the corners just so that we can reduce the bulk. Then we're going to take some pinking shears if you have that, or you can cut little notches along the curved edge. This is just going to help to make it lay flatter. But all of this extra seam allowance in the seams, once you flip it, it can actually add sort of like a bulky ridge around your ornament, and we kind of want to avoid that. We don't want to cut into our stitches, but just kind of get rid of some of that extra. But don't do it where we are going to be pulling it through that hole. Don't cut any of that seam allowance off, because we're going to need that to be able to sew it back up again so we don't see that hole. So now just push all the fabric through the hole very carefully, and you're going to need a really good point turner or a tool that you really like. And this one is actually a bone folder I've had for years. It's a Martha Stewart brand, and they don't sell Martha Stewart craft tools anymore, which is a shame. But I really like it because it's thick and strong, and it pokes out all my corners. So I put it into the hole, and then I just kind of massage all the seams and make sure that the bottom of our ornament is nice and pointy. You can use a chopstick or a really thick knitting needle, or you can get other point turner tools. I will go ahead and link a few down in the description box if you are in the market, but I'll tell you, it is one of my favorite tools. I couldn't live without it. Okay, so now we're just taking it over to our pressing mat, and we're just going to press it nice and flat and beautiful. And that hole, we're actually going to tuck in the raw edges, and we'll pin that. And we're going to do a top stitch all the way around our ornament, and that's going to actually close up that hole. So we'll never see it again, and hopefully no one has to know about it. So I'm just going to do about a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, really close to the edge. I turn up my seam allowance a little bit just to make the stitches a little bit longer, and just kind of very slowly, take your time. We're just going to sew around the whole perimeter of our ornament. So that is it. You have made an adorable little gift card holder. Now you can load it up, hang it on the tree for Christmas Day, or hang it off a gift for somebody. Now, if you aren't too comfortable with this tutorial, as it is a little bit more advanced, I do have a more simple one, and I'm going to go ahead and link that in the cards and in the description box down below. It's super easy and really cute, and you're able to fussy cut. So if you're a beginner, I would definitely check that out. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!